All right. There we go. How is everyone tonight? Possible. Hmm. Give my friends a couple likes. There. Being the small guy. All right. Man. See what's going on. Viewer. How we doing over there, folks? Doing good? Hope. Bitch. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm not having sound issues like last. Bitch. Hear a lot of echoing, so sorry about that, chat. Hey, Commander Hat, what's up, man? I see you in the comments or the chat. How you doing today? It is 65 degrees outside tonight, and it might actually hit lower 40s overnight tonight. And it's raining. So, yeah. Nice sleeping in weather. Great weather, actually. Okie dokie. We got here. All right. Well, I wonder if I should game mode. Oops, what did I just do? I hit the wrong button. Great job, me. I hit a button, chat, and everything goes kerplooey. Today? No, that was. Hmm. Okay, so what should I do? Should I sing a song and do a little dance, maybe? I'm joking, chat, of course. Seriously joking. I'm not that dumb. Whew. Doing a little work before I. Let's see. What were some things some people were talking about? I can't really recall. Hmm. So how are we this evening, chat? I hope everyone's doing great. Yeah. Trying to figure out what I want to do tonight. Do I want to play a new game or do I just want to, you know, mess around a bit? Right? Always so hard. Hmm. What to do, what to do. Did any of you guys solve the Pirate Week puzzle on your own? Or did you figure it out via the suggestions, and stuff? Out of curiosity. I know it wasn't a very easy puzzle. Puzzle. You know what? We're almost in Halloween mode myself. How long do we got? Yeah. You know what? We're almost Halloween week or something. Okay. There we go. I really like this new camera that I got. So much nicer than the old one. The old camera I had was absolute garbage, chat. I couldn't do anything with it. I mean, it would frequently cut out and everything. This new camera, oh my god, it works so much better. It's almost amusing. Damn. I'd like to know everyone's general feel for the game right now. Here we are. We're about less than 3 weeks, basically, till CitizenCon. A little more, actually. Let me see. And I want to hear everyone's opinion. You know, on this. Are you still as excited as you were maybe a few months ago when they announced CitizenCon? Or has the fatigue already started to wear in and you just wish it would come and go? It's a question I've never asked before. And I'm not trying to start a fight tonight. Just something I thought of, the last hour or two. I'd like to hear some opinions, what people think in that regard. Has the whole worry about it being just another PyroCon or whatever kind of bothered you? For me, it kind of has. And we're 26 days away from when I start to set up. Oh. We are 26 days from when I start setting up for the event. Meaning in 5 days, it will be, more or less. It does bother me, the worry that it'll be just another CitizenCon based around Pyro. Don't get me wrong, I love new content, but I think we've lingered on the subject of Pyro for long enough as citizens. It's been, 5 years? No, I think it's actually been longer, chat. Someone in chat correct me. Has it been longer? Has it been longer since we've begun to linger on the whole bit of PyroCon, as I term it? I mean, we're 26 days out, and I want the schedule before I make up my analysis of what's going to go on. But I am concerned, genuinely, we're just going to focus on Pyro again and get no meaningful change in the game. That is my real concern. I'm not trying to be all wet blankety and stuff, but it does bother me. I mean, we have 26 days, and I'm hoping we find out some information before then. Something. Mm. And just a minute, chat. I mean, maybe I'm just worried all over nothing, chat. Unnecessarily stressed out. I could be. Yeah. Answering a friend. Yeah. I mean, I understand. Pyro, important. We need it. But at the same time, I think we've heard enough about Pyro for the last 4 years or so. I think a lot of people in chat will agree with me too. 5 years of, 4 years of Pyro Bowl, and people get tired of it after a bit. You know, normally I am a very neutral person and fairly supportive, but let's look at the track record, chat. Let's look at the track record for this feature, Pyro. Let's look at the track record. It's not been great, right? I know for a fact that Pyro development, well, there was no way it was going to come in 2020 due to how things were being developed. But what am I trying to say? There's you get it. I mean, promising something for 5 years. A lot of game studios don't have that luxury to promise something for 5 years, not deliver it, and have very trusting backers to deliver it. We have some very nice people in charge of development at CIG, but we also have some very trusting backers. What do you think, Cred? I see a Cred in the comments. I'm sure you agree as well. I'm worried. What I'm worried about CitizenCon is another PyroCon. You know, everything being about Pyro, nothing about Squadron 42. That's why I'm on this page right now, looking at it. You know, I'm kind of concerned. I'm not saying there's no reason to be concerned, but I am hesitant to say, you know, everything's going to go according to plan for CitizenCon. Very hesitant this year. And I'm sure a lot of everyone else listening to my voice agrees, being, you know, holding judgment until the day stuff is announced at CitizenCon. Until then, treat everything with a grain of salt and doubt everything. And I'm not trying to be rude about that to everyone. It's just, I want to believe, but at the same time, I'm very hesitant to say, oh, everything's going to go on without a hitch. And y'all know me. I am one of the biggest shills for Star Citizen, period. A lot of people know me as that. I am a very supportive person for CIG, but I do have my criticisms. Thanks, Son of Sun. I appreciate it. Thank you for the vouching. Yeah. See, that's how I feel. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, I'm not going to be rude, but I am not going to sugarcoat it. You know, you understand. I mean, I'm going to be hopeful with everybody else. But at the same time, yeah, I'm hesitant. Osprey, I am very hesitant right now. Now, guys, I am supportive of the project. Y'all get me. But I'm hesitant to say, oh, 100% everything will happen, you know? If I did that, I'm a freaking idiot. Yeah. Nobody should be saying, oh, yeah, 100% this is going to happen. Because we don't know. Thank you, Credo. Yeah, exactly. The track record. Thank you for saying that, Credo. I appreciate it. And you guys are absolutely right. You guys are absolutely right. I'm not trying to dampen the joy of the White Knights, but I am starting to say, hey, let's look at a little bit at the gray, guys. You know, in the middle. Some things may happen, yes. Some things may not happen. And that's okay. Rein in your expectations. You know, limit what kind of, what is it? Put a cap on how high you want things to go. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm not trying to be super negative, but it's just how I feel as of late. And you guys get me. And thanks for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. I thought I would be alone in how I feel, even among my own community. But it's nice to know that some people exactly, Credo. Exactly. I'm gonna read what you just posted. At a certain point, let me see what it says. Hang on. At a certain point, some people will just have to temper expectations and adjust to how CIG is running things for better or worse. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Exactly. Exactly. That is about the most neutral stance you can say. I still hold them accountable. Hey, that comment. Okay. You want to know what I have never heard an apology about? The whole noise comment. That kind of was teetering on, yeah, I'm going to keep bringing that up every time they do this crap. Because that whole noise in the back bull crap comment, that freaking stung, guys. That comment of, yeah, we're gonna ignoring the noise in the back. Here's the thing, noise in the back pays your bills, right? Yeah. How that works. Shit. It kind of aggravated me knowing that situation. What was it in a letter to from the chairman? It was about a year ago, guys. Remember? Yeah, no, they need to be held accountable. Yes. Exactly. Now, one thing I'm going to hold them accountable for this year is putting out the Polaris. They promised that. They promised us big boat. The big Polaris. Where's the Polaris, everyone? Where is it? Where's the Polaris, CIG? We want news on the Polaris. The Zeus is fine and all, but where's the damn Polaris, right? That's another thing I'm worried about. The Polaris becoming the next merchantman. Say it with me. The next merchantman better not be the Polaris. I'll put it that way. The merchantman's going to have to be completely reconcepted. And I hate that. I have a CCU of that ship. The merchantman makes me so angry. I may not be able to even use that ship for a long time. Speaking of that, let me see here. What was I gonna look? Oh yeah, this thing. Now, for those of you who've been out of the loop, yeah, me too, Credo. Same here. I have a BMM, whatchamadinger too. I have a CCU and buyback just in case. And I was really hopeful that it would, surface, but it didn't. And then they explained the entire team had left, which is, as you said, Credo, very unfortunate. This is another situation, okay? The Atlas. This should have been $25. It's tiny, not 30 and standalone 40. This thing should have been like $25. It's a digital asset. And while it's not the same as the BMM, it is kind of an oversight of them getting a little greedy. It's basically a stopgap, in my opinion, for other things. Don't get me wrong, I bought an Atlas, but I don't see myself using it very much. Yeah. I will say this, a more useful version of these things. Indeed. The this guy should have been $10. Well, no. I say 25. 25 was the price of the hover quad. Hover quad's much bigger than this. So why not? While we're on the subject, they did fix this though. I found out. Didn't they? The the cargo bed of the SRV. So that's good, but yeah, 15. I can see 20, 15 to 20. Yeah, son of son. You're exactly right. 15 to 20. Want to know why? Oh, it's going to be cheap, Credo. Bank on it. Bank on it. Stupid thing's probably going to be cheaper than anything. I guarantee you. I bet it's going to be so cheap. When it comes in game, it's going to be worth it just to buy it, for not this, the a little Stompy Walker. Right. I'm honestly not a fan of the. Honestly, I wasn't a fan of the tactic either, Credo. I bought it, but how do I put it? Begrudgingly, if you understand my meaning. Begrudgingly, I bought it. Mainly because I'm a sucker for mech suits in general. Yeah. The Atlas. I am a sucker for mechanical frames and suits myself, but it's just so small. This should have been $20. $20, Chad. Not 25, not even 30. You know? Should have been easily $15 cheaper. I'm sorry I'm so hung up on the price. It just seems I'm looking at it more as a suit of armor, like an enhanced suit of armor, rather than, you know, an actual thing. Well, yeah, I do get that, but mechanically it's so small, Credo. It should be a lot cheaper. I get that too. Yeah, it's just and I do agree with you. The marketing could have been infinitely better. Definitely better. Yep. Let's see. Now, another ship that's overshadowed right now, or vehicle, something we really didn't even need. Okay. Not that. Oh, there it is. This guy. The weaponless Saber Van Peregrine. It has no weapons, just shields and an armored frame. This right here could have been a good stealth, below the radar, sneak in, sneak out, infiltration ship, but they had to make it a racer. Why? Why? This poor frame, this poor ship should have been more than a simple stock car. You know? This felt like a missed opportunity so badly. And the price is ridiculous. It has no weapons. None. What do you think, Credo? Same thing? This is overpriced too. 185 for something with no weapons on it. None. None at all. There are no weapons on this. This. It's so goofy. I mean, I understand it's a popular shape of a frame, but come on, guys. Why do we need another racing ship? Yeah, and it's see, that's my argument. It's a racing ship, but a lot of the other racers have weapons. Excuse me. a lot of fellow racers have their own fire, defensive measures. So it's so weird. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't support it. Honestly, the only thing it's good for is a high-end LTI token, guys. That's my opinion. That's all this is good for. At least with the Firebird, which for the price is an infinitely better airframe. The Firebird. The Firebird can unload a ton of missiles now. It used to be 12. Now it's 24. Hey, Bears. Yeah, really. Yeah. I think you might be right. Like a bespoke standard version. And then there's like the WTF variants. That is funny. That is true. I mean, you're not wrong. I will admit the Firebird is a much nicer version. I would buy the Firebird over the Peregrine. Because the Firebird at least has 24 size 3 missiles on it. This sucker is a beast. When it unloads on you, it can even inflict capital ship damage and then retreat. So it's not a weakling. I might have enough spare credits to go after this ship, but we'll see. I mean, it's not my favorite design. What size are the shields on these? 2 size 2, 1 shimmers. If this was stealth kitted up, this would annihilate things really hard. 24 Thunderbolt 3 missiles, guys. It is. This is what it fires. Look at this. 23 of these. 24 of these. Electromagnetic size 3 weapons. And it fires them in bursts of 4. So, or is it 6? Is it a full row? Oof. That's bad, Bears. Yeah, I admit this is a mean little bird. The Firebird. I do like the design too. It's the closest to the Saber Raven that still has the Raven silhouette, right? Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? It still has the enough of the Raven's silhouette to still look like the Raven, but it's got more armor, probably. And I love the red cockpit. See the red and the ailerons and all this. This is all built for speed. I mean, this is the standard Firebird. They have a missed opportunity. Oh, you almost purchased a 325 today? Wow. That's crazy. Okay, what do we have for other WTF files? What all ships have they released this year? What all have they released this year? Do you remember, Crito, what they've all released this year? I really don't. Let's see. So we got the Raven variant. We got the Peregrine and the Firebird. Those two ships. $2024 ship. Yeah, my brain is just melted today. My brain's just liquid melty. Yeah, it's definitely looking like it too. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna have the Zeus CL and the this guy. Now this is replacing my Spirit C1. The CL, mainly because it makes more sense. I have the other two, but I don't really need the C1. Ooh. Possibly the Polaris. I think we need to mark the Polaris as possibly happening. I think pretty much, though, it will happen. Because remember, Crito, John Crew himself basically said, oh, yeah, Polaris is coming. Full stop. When John Crew usually says that, it usually happens 90% of the time. He wouldn't say it unless it wouldn't actually happen, right? Yeah, you should, Bears. The CL is a much more efficient hauler. And then we have a couple of mystery ships that keep being talked about in the progress tracker. You know what I mean? Couple of them. So I'm wondering. Oh, the Fat Fury. Don't forget the Fat Fury. We've heard nothing on that ship in over a year. I don't think it's dead. I think it might actually come out. Oh, it's not happening at the moment. The BMM. I think it's because they have to literally retrain team, an entire team, dedicated for alien big ships, which I can kind of understand. The BMM is a very unique, large capital ship, right? It's so different from RSI. It's like it's organic in nature. Yeah. It's not an excuse, but it... I hate it too, because I had the BMM. That's right, the Legionnaire was. I have it purchased just in case. You know, in the event it is finished for its gameplay, I don't have to buy it again. So at least I took care of that, right? You're right, it was too. Yeah, let's rewatch that. Let's rewatch that, shall we, chat? Y'all just inspired me. Hang on. Let's rewatch that. Let's see what ships did and did not happen. Okay, CitizenCon last year. It'll be Talking Ship.
Next.
Okay. Now, I will note that a lot of these were never produced either.
Okay. No kind of ship panel at a CitizenCon event is kind of done without looking at what's coming up next. Previously, we used to do these kind of like silhouettes, but we kind of always felt they were a little bit predictable. We ended up just making most of them anyway. So last year we changed things up. We asked what manufacturer.
They made all three of the. Hey, pausing on this. Look here. They made this one, this one, this one. Steve Mule, not the Ballista, Spartan. Hover quad. I don't think anything from this or this. Right? They never made these, and they never made these.
We make our next large mining ship. And
so they made some of these, but not all the others.
But again, this year we decided just to mix things up a little bit with how we wanted to deliver this. So you're about to see in a minute a video. It shows some ships you might recognize. Hopefully, it will show you some that you don't recognize. But feel free to get on Spectrum afterwards, take a look, give us a guess at what you think they might be, because we'd love to, hear your input.
And I will just add.
Yeah, multi-role ships seem to be much easier to produce. That being said, there are certain ships in those categories they could release, like the E1 Spirit as like an org travel, like an org upper management type ship. You understand what I'm saying, Credo? It can be used as a VIP transport for organizations.
To that as well, we aim to deliver everything you see in this video and more in the next 12 months.
And I do agree with your comment. Organizations. Oh, wait. This right here is the Pulse series. These are the pulses. They are already out. Now, don't forget, chat. These are already out. The pulses. And Here are the X1s. Thank you for the follow. Very much so. Appreciate it. Yeah. So we have all the X1s, right? This is the Medical Ursa or the Nursa. The MPUVT. Now here's one of the unknowns. This is not a known ship. We don't know what this is. A lot of people are saying Crusader or Anvil. What do you personally think, chat? I'll pause on this one for a second. I think this might be maybe Anvil, but we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I mean, this ship is really unknown because we barely see the outline. Although the design, we have this, it's got a nose that kind of goes this direction. They're not showing us the front end, I noticed. That would be awesome if it was a Crusader Advanced starter. I would be so happy about that because Crusader does not have... Yeah, I see the Anvil too, but it's kind of a toss-up, isn't it? It really is, chat. So anyways, we're going to keep going. Right after this, we have the mystery, like TIE Fighter-ish design ship. This is the Fat Fury or the Mega Fury or whatever it is they want to call it. I'm voting this is Mirai. It's large. Look at this. It's a medium by the size of the human figure here. This is a really big fighter. I wouldn't even call this a fighter. You know, honestly, I'm going to go also on a limb. Yeah, somebody does need to challenge the Titan. I will say that the C1, the Spirit series pretty much does that, but they're by themselves at the moment. They're the tier 3 starters, in my opinion. You know, for multi-crew. So, okay, this guy, I'm going to go on a limb and say something interesting. You know what I think this could be? Look at the shape, chat. And also, look at this. See this? These panels here that are really an odd shape. Could this be an alien ship of some sort? Like a large one? Yeah. You know what's going to be funny is if it in Mirai, but it's an alien ship, like an alien fighter. But from who? There's only one species, I think, that would make a ship this shape, and that would be the Xi'an. It has almost a Xi'an outer profile, I know I'm probably wrong, but does anyone else think this could be a Xi'an ship? It kind of looks alien to me. It's not human looking. And look below it, chat. No landing gear. None. There's no landing gear here. It's hovering. This is some advanced anti-gravity tech. Jury's still out on this, but I think it could be Xi'an by design. If so, it's going to be a pricey ship. We'll have to see. I don't know. That's a really good question, Credo. Do the Tavaran have a medium ship currently? I mean, who knows? There is in lore the Jackal. If you remember, the Jackal is a medium heavy fighter that is mentioned in lore. That is a two-man fighter that the Vanguard or something were created to fight against. No, the Hurricane. The Hurricane was created to fight against. So, if I'm getting my story right, somebody can correct me. It's one of the bigger medium fighters in Star Citizen on the UEE side. But the Jackal, we've never seen. It almost looks alien by the recessed panels here. And look, there's still no... Hold on. Okay. This is a weird back end, and I'm not seeing any landing gear. So whatever this is hovering. That's the Legionnaire, which currently is... No. Yes, the Legionnaire. This is the Zeus. The Zeus, you can tell. Ladder, ramp, airlock. The Zeus is not small. It's pretty big. The Retaliator. Now, this Retaliator, chat, is the modular one that replaced everybody else's Retaliator. So. And of course, the big boy. Now, while we're on this area of the channel, what's this? Or the thing? Yeah, I hope so too.
You can build small and medium-sized builds in the future, but planetary shield tech. So
now, I'm going to pause briefly here for the stuff here. Notice on this demo, this is the mule, but chat. What the hell is this? This guy right here. What is this? This is obviously a tool produced by someone, some sort of skiff. You know, a skiff, hover skiff of some sort. It's produced by a manufacturer. Judging by the shape language, this could be one of three. Gray Cat, Argo, and maybe CO, Consolidated Outland. Sound about right? What do you guys think of those three? No worries, no worries, Credo. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. I appreciate you stopping in. It was nice. Appreciate it. You have a good night, Credo. I don't know. I don't know. It looks great, like industrial, but we don't know a lot about this device. It's some sort of hover trolley, but obviously they're going to give it to a manufacturer. It says Survey Tool Hover Trolley. Surely this is going to be manufactured by someone like Consolidated Outlet. Like the Pioneer.
With this, we want to actually cater to everybody's playstyle, whether you're solo or in an org. With this, you got different buildings that you can produce, from small, medium to large to XL or XL. So with the surveyor tool, you can only build the small buildings. With a vehicle.
Now this right here is Anvil. This is a full Anvil ship or manufacturing base of operations. This is bigger than a standard ballista. Because I guarantee you a ballista compared to this would be small. Much smaller. I don't know. I'm a little puzzled by this one. Because this right here needs to be a concept they're selling now that they've begun to work on base building. If they really wanted to make some money, sell this stuff, guys. Not that little Argo bull crap. Right? I'd buy this. This right here, I'd pay $150 for it. Why? Because what if you don't have a Galaxy or a Pioneer? And all you have is enough money. Yeah, this one bears the big one. Yeah, I think you're right, Bears. It does look like these are really large crates. Really large crates. 32 SCU. So those are pretty large. That's a long vehicle. So it won't fit in a C1. It makes me wonder how you're going to deploy it, too. Right. It does beg the question, how are you going to deploy something like this? You have to have a vehicle as big as an Iron Chad for it? Because the Ironclad's almost galaxy size. Well, again, go back a little bit to the other vehicle, the Great Cat
cross
tool.
shard and server meshing. So this is what
These
we
are
consider a surveyor.
These are not 4s. These are 8 SCU crates. So if this has the footprint, this is going to require at least a Cutlass Black or a Nomad or something, with a substantial cargo hold to lift up and transport. I would say Cutty Black or Freelancer, something, with sufficient space. Because these are 8 SU crates. This is a 1. These are 2s. So, yeah. These crates also look really weird. Have you noticed that? The more I look at them, they look like they're components. See this? They're recessed. These are standard crates. These are different looking.
Here. With this, we want to actually cater to everybody's playstyle, whether you're solo or in an org. With this, you got different buildings that you can produce, from small, medium to large to XL or XL. So with the surveyor tool, you can only build the small buildings. With a vehicle, you can build small and medium-sized buildings.
So this is 32 SCU. Galaxy can build it to large structures. And then the Pioneer can build everything.
You can build small to large structures. And then
okay, I'm going to pause here. I think the Pioneer just got reconcepted, chat. Want to know why? Look how small this player is right next to the Pioneer. The Galaxy is 110 meters long. So if this is even 110 meters long, this has got to be closer to 300 now. Or 200 and something. What do you guys think? You think the Pioneer may have gotten bigger? It kind of looks like it has. The Pioneer has become a much larger vehicle or ship. Because the Galaxy's 110 meters. There's no way this is 200 even. Maybe on paper, but yeah. So the Surveyor itself can build things. How? Here's a good question. My nose. Oof. Yeah. I don't know, Bears. The Galaxy's a sub-capital, but it's still pretty big, My thing with it is, it's big, it's bad, but nobody should be spending $1,000 for that. You're exploring, building in space, which that's going to make a lot of people happy.
Obviously with the Pioneer can do it all, and it still works as a mobile base, and we'll talk about some of the more expanded features that we're adding to it in later on. So, and then it's also, we're exploring what can be done in space, not just on the planet.
Good.
So from here, you set off on your journey. So with the land claim, you put your tool down where you want, you launch the drone that is built into the machine, and then from there, this allows the player to access the base building and also land claim mode. With the land claim modes, the player can actually change the size
there's
and
no
position of what
hey, bears. Don't worry about it. Normal people shouldn't be spending X amount of money about them. Don't worry about it. You're a normal person. You're not spending tons of money on something, you know, you don't need. Normal people don't buy this stuff. We do. It's all good, brother. It's all good. What I'm curious about...
area they want to claim, and it also shows you the cost and taxes associated with it. If it's in a taxable zone and you don't own the land, this interface will default to it. So if you own land or it's in a lawless area, it'll automatically go to base building mode. So with the overhead view of the land, you can actually place down buildings exactly where you want.
This is
You can see the
sounding like
resources
building blocks.
beneath the surface, and then you can also place multiple buildings before you actually build. So you can see how it will all kind of come together.
So like a
You'll see the
scaffolding.
resources that are needed for it. And then you can also switch back and forth between different modes, which are showing off the resource network and how you link basically power generators to consumers. And then the player can move or deconstruct existing buildings right now with no charge. Fabrication. So when you basically build these buildings, they don't come with any furnishings. And if you didn't bring any with you, then you want to build a fabricator. So depending on...
I want to pause right there. Notice we've gotten furnishings, bears, in the last few months. We've gotten furnishings in stores in Star Citizen. We have actual furnishings, you know, things you can buy like couches and, you know, things that actually add your home.
What you want to build, there's different sizes of them that support buildings from decorations, armor, weapons, components, and even ships.
Yep.
So like base building mode, you need blueprints, resources to craft what you want. Everything fabricated is produced from it produces a physicalized entity. Stats and quality will depend on the quality of the materials actually used. Once you've done that and you've built your decorations, now you can actually fill the room the way that you want to fill it. So furnishings can be purchased at different locations, or they can actually be fabricated. You can do that via first person or in a dedicated mode in the Surveyor's tool. With that, you've got different types of buildings. So you've got utilities.
If you have what's called a land claim, you will have a zone cleared out for you that belongs to you.
Style, which would be garage.
The building types, you have utility, you have freight elevators, landing pads, storefronts, garages.
Garages, freight elevators, landing pads, storefronts. And then you've got...
For extractors, you have mining laser, pumps and drills, water extractors.
Extractors. So with extractors, we want to make sure that nothing in regards to resource gathering is fully automated. A level of player engagement is always needed. So as Nick talked about before, there are different types of commodities, radioactive, perishable, etc. What you'll be doing is pulling out full containers. Then from there, it'll be repairing, or there's wear and tear associated with it, or even misfires like you saw in Thorsten's talk and Guillermo's talk yesterday.
Yeah, and they've been talking about
upgrade paths
misfires,
for making
guys.
them more efficient or resilient. Power generators. So with different types of power generators,
So we had geothermal, solar panels, fuel generator, windmills, fusion power, and batteries. Yeah. Oh. It's just.
There'll be some that are more
I hope we get
cost-effective
something that
as well as
works,
effective in different areas. Solar panels will not always work in darkness. Fuel generators
they
will need to
won't.
be filled up every now and then batteries to store excess power. Then you've got producers, so things that will require the player
Hey,
to combine
Shimpasta,
different
what's up,
resources
man?
to produce new items. And then you've got defense, so anti-air, anti-personnel, and then shield generators. And then the big one, we start development Q1. So
Now, remember, this was last year, chat. Last year. What I want to know is how far they've gotten in the last, 9 months, 10 months, sorry. Whatever it is. I'm very curious how far they've gotten in the last few months with base building or any bit of it. I know it's not probably as far as we'd like, but still. But at least they started earlier this year. I want to know a progress report at CitizenCon. What do we have to show? Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably tell us, Bears, whether we need geothermal or solar or something. You know? Definitely. Saturday or and I'm hoping we actually do have some, choices of where to put stuff. I don't want to just have a reactor in the middle of, an open field where somebody can be like, ooh, take, or ooh, steal energy from, right? I want to be able to at least customize my base or my facilities with some level of defenses and stuff in mind. Man. But yeah, I mean, it started in Q1. That's a good question. I would assume not because of the advancements in technology over the last, dozens of centuries. I think they mentioned something about this. Good. Good question, though. You are right. That is a good question, though. Yeah, it might be, honestly. You do have a point. Might be going a bit too into the stimulation range. Yeah, maybe. You have a point. What I'm curious about is if we're going to have an update on base building at CitizenCon. Nobody really knows. We're probably going to get the schedule in the next few weeks, I would think. Yeah, because here it is, nearly the end of September. And I don't believe they have mentioned when we're getting an update for CitizenCon's schedule. Have they? I don't think they have. Kicked my foot. Right. Yeah, I don't think they have either, Bears. You're right. Let's see when they announced. Let's go to last year's. Yeah, honestly, I'm not a super fan of it, but so let's see when they announced it last year. Great. Okay. Go on, chat. Phone's being a bit of. There we go. Dead battery. Now, we're going to look at. We're going to look here. This is last year's Citizen Compact. Let's see when they announce the schedule. I'm good without that. Yeah, and I do agree with you. It is goofy. Well, crap. I don't think I'm going to find it. Nope. Yeah, I do agree. A lot of them are, which is kind of goofy, but Oh. That's this year's. I think it's confusing me. It was the 21st. Oh, here we go. Here we go, chat. Look at this. The schedule. When was this announced? Okay. This CitizenCon took place October 21st, 2023. This Pocket Guide released October 9th. So if you do the math, chat, probably here in the next 2 weeks, probably the 9th or the 7th. The 7th, sometime the week from the 7th through the 11th of this year, we should get the updated schedule because it'll be a week out, right? What do you think, Bears? Probably a week out. I think it will be. It's going to be close. Hello, hello. What's up? What's up, Shimpasta? How are you? How are you, good sir? Doing great. How about you? Is it next weekend yet? Possibly. Maybe. Oh, it's a sad day. That's sad. Yeah. Well, me and Bears were trying to figure out when we're going to get the updated, what do you call it? Schedule. And I think it's going to be within the next week or two. Hopefully. I'm hoping because a lot of people, we want to know what the panels will be. That way we can plan, our stuff around it. And I want to be there to cover the latest action. Oh, it will be your first CitizenCon. Well, welcome, Bears, to the insanity that is the rush right before it. You'll be fine, dude. Just hang out with us. It'll be good. Shimpasta's a nice person. He doesn't bite much. Yeah. Me, Nazarius. Yeah. Me, Nazarius, and a bunch of other guys are getting together for a big fun stream. So, yeah. Poor Paul, though. And Shimpasta, can I say something? Poor Paul. He can't even go this year. Boo! Boo! Not fair. Yeah, 3 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be a long day stream, yeah. The first day is supposed to be long. Makes him feel better I had to have multiple teeth pulled. Not fun stuff, y'all. When you neglect your mouth, it gets angry at you. It may not have been neglect. Paul may not have had the money to do it. Dental surgery's not cheap at all. Dental anything is not cheap, chat. Anything dental is like How much pain do you want? Do you want pain in yourself? Do you wish to have pain? Pain in your mouth or pain in your wallet? Smiley face. So the real question is root canal or bankruptcy? I think there is chill. Chimpasta, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a couple of tests this week too? I think there is. Oof. Yeah, thanks for checking that. Yeah, $30,000. Yeah, I'm already 3,000 in the hole for the work I've gotten done. So I'm good. I don't need to be in debt anymore. Nope. I'm good. I'm happy with what few teeth I have left. Yeah, I heard, Shimpasta. We made it all the way up to the legendary threshold. I know. Hey, chill. It was like that with me. I wanted to do it, but I had an appointment with somebody who's trying to get me into a local college. So it was either have fun, test out something new, or get ready for winter stuff. Really, we've gotten up to 500. 500 players. Well done, CIG. Well done. The maximum was 1,000. Yeah. Still, that's really good. Incredible, really. I'm like you, chill. I want to be able to, enjoy it and not have work or stuff. Lots of lag, yeah. But they're fixing it, Chimpasta. That's what's the important thing. They're figuring it out, hammering down the issues, and they're making it more viable. So the important thing is, over time, that's going to make things easier and easier. For me, I wish they'd started these tests a little earlier in the year, but I'm not going to complain terribly much because it's happening now. Really? Even the 1,000 tests were semi-playable? Tell me, Bears, they were almost semi-playable? I missed that memo. That's impressive. Please confirm. If they can get the 1,000 guys, if they can get the 1,000 in, what's stopping them from throwing out another system? I agree with Chill. Yeah, they need some fine tuning. Here's my theory. What's stopping them from doing more than just Pyro and Stanton? If they can do 1,000 people, 1,000. What's stopping them from putting Nyx, Magnus, Castra, at minimum on the freaking servers? Well, if they're done, people are going to start asking questions, Shimpasta, Agreed? They're going to start asking the question, hey, we've been doing these tests How come we don't have enough systems for people to stay interested? Oh, yeah, me too, Chill. Yes, I agree with Chill too on that one. I hope they're going to sneak Nyx in there. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Preach, brother, preach. They should. They really should. Nice. It was in the seconds. Very nice. This is stuff I want to hear. That's going to make playing capital ship warfare all the more delicious when it happens. It's going to make actual capital ship combat fun. That's why I think the Polaris is going to happen. Whether people believe it or not, I think the Polaris is already done. Theory craft time. Also, there were invisible players. Ooh, invisible? Invincible, you say? A secure and unsecure in a mixed system. Well, you have low, medium, and high security. Low or no security. You have low security, which would be Pyro. Nyx, which is medium. And then Stanton, which is, high security. Technically. Right? So yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, that's what you meant. I knew what you meant, Chill. You're good. You're good, man. You're good. Just making sure I was confirming that's exactly what you're saying. Yeah. It makes sense. Speaking of that, I want to go over with you guys. Say they did sneak Nyx in. Okay, theory craft time. Put on your tinfoil hat. Theory craft. Okay? If Nyx is the Nyx system after Pyro, right? Well, tinfoil hat, exactly. Very well. Good job. Give a hot tub. That too. In the Nyx region, we have jump points to Bremen, Castra, Odin, Pyro, Tohill, and Virgil. There's a couple of systems that won't happen for certain reasons for a while. Virgil, I think, will be tier 3. Drake is actually in Magnus. This is on the Nyx end of the hub. What we have is we have Castra and Bremen. I think Castra, Bremen, and Odin are pretty likely after Nyx. Bremen is this guy. It's small. 6.414 astronomical units. This is where Silas Kerner is from. The headquarters of Consolidated Outland. He's based in Stalford on Rytif. There are only 3 planets here and no moons. 1 asteroid belt. You're funny. So Bremen, I would call it a tier 2 system. Castra, this guy, has only 2 planets. This is why me and Paul think Castra might be pretty likely. It has only 2 planets, guys. 2. Even if you added a moon or 2 to the planets, that's still only 2 primary gravitational governors in the system. That's it. Now it is pretty big, 22 astronomical units wide, so they could theoretically add a third planet. But would it really change the makeup of the system? Not really. Not at all. It's a militarized system, so there's going to be a lot of stations and such here. CASCOM, the UE Navy used to be based here. It still has its bases and settlements. So let's see. Yeah, Sherman. The settlement's name is Sherman, built on top of Mount Ulysses, which must be one of the highest points on the planet. Ulysses Peak. But yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting addition to the Star Citizen universe. Cathra is very small. Odin is likely only because it's part of Squadron 42, right? Shimpasta? I think if we get a hard date, here's my theory. Big tinfoil hat on this one. If Squadron 42 gets a hard date, like next year, late, Odin's coming with it for the bag, guys. Odin's in the bag of delivery with it. So why would they throw in Odin if there's nothing to connect Odin to Pyro, right? Big tinfoil hat there, guys. There you go. What do you think of that theory? Odin would require a little bit of a rework in order to fit, work in the persistent universe. But I think it can be done. If the back end is established, yeah, it does make sense. Odin is already in Squadron 42. We know this. Yeah. Now, the thing about Nyx nobody's really latching onto is this. Nyx has a connection to Virgil, the Virgil system. That means Vanduul warriors might be around the Virgil jump point in Nyx. We might have our first alien skirmishes in Nyx, the very next system we get. That's a huge leap in logic, but think about it, chat. Virgil is directly connected to Nyx, and Nyx is connected to Pyro. We are that close to Vanduul border. To the Vanduul border. It's just crazy. I don't think a lot of people are thinking of it. Thinking about it. And Pyro's it's also connected to the beer bone. Normally I'd say I'm nuts, but this is too believable, guys. I mean, there's beer good for you. Pasta, beer is good for you. Yeah. What do you mean by as dense as Stanton? Can you rephrase that? Can you tell me what that means? dense aren't as dense as Stanton. Is that what you mean? They're more spread out? Oh, the number of landing zones, buildings. There you go. Okay. That's what you meant. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, no worries. Autocorrect is my worst enemy, too. I hate autocorrect. Okay. So going back to Pyro for a second. Say we don't jump immediately. We do get Nyx and Odin, but nothing else that direction. Less dense, more systems. Right. Exactly. So on the Pyro side, right here, we have that's a good question too, Chill. That's a good thought train too. So we have Kano, Castra, Hadrian, Oso, and Terra. Now, a couple of these systems won't happen anytime soon. You guys want to know why? I'll tell you why. Oso, this system won't happen immediately because Oso is a developing system with a primitive species on one of its planets. As much as I would like this system now, like as much as I would like this planet and its intelligent species, I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. It should, Bears. It should. Kano is of the Fair Chance Act systems. Kano is the most likely. Cartiana is a developing Fair Chance Act planet. And notice something, Shimpasta. This planetary system has planets that are named. Cartiana. Pox. This planet didn't have its name up until a year ago. What does that tell you, Shimpasta? This planet here, Pox, didn't have its name up until a year ago or two. So methinks this system will be fairly soon. Kano will be. It's a small system. 4 planets. Kano 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it has an asteroid belt. Now, I had that discussion earlier today, Chill, with some folks, and they said for a while CIG wanted to have unified currency. However, they found out there was such outcry that they are looking at changing that thought train. So Oso is out, and this system will also be out. Terra. Why? Why would Terra be out? The complexity of its landing zone. The history of Terra. Terra is a very heavily populated system. It has a bunch of Stanton-like similarities. Right? Terra, for example, I heard this rumor that Terra here has 5 landing zones just on the planet Terra itself. 5. Prime okay, there are 3 main landing zones, maybe 4. No, there's a bunch of landing zones, chat. Look at this. We have Novikov. Yeah, okay. The ones that might have landing zones, we have Kuartum. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 landing zones just on Terra Prime, chat. That might be landing zones. Might be. And then you have Prime itself, which has districts and boroughs. This stuff is completely unknown. We don't know anything about it. Yeah. Have you tried Space Tomatoes org? They have like stuff every week, every day. Every day. Space Tomato literally has. It does look like New York, doesn't it? Try looking up GII Chill because they are active every day of the week. They are literally that active, right, Shimpasta? They may be a big org, but man, they are active. Hang on. Let me, well, okay. I will send you to the page. Here you go. I'm going to send you. I don't hear much out of Test much. Honestly, that does surprise me. I don't know what's going on with Test. They are out. They are not nearly as active as they used to be. From what I've seen, it's not like they used to be, you know. I don't know. Test used to be everywhere. You'd see Test everywhere, right? I've been meaning to ask a few people what's going on with that, but you know, it's whatever. It's not my place, you know. And honestly, yeah, Tomato's a really great leader. He's one of the guys that actually cultivates his group. You know what I mean? Makes them grow, encourages them. Really good. He may be a a streamer or whatever, but you know, he really genuinely cares for his org and his friends. Now, what I was gonna say, Shimpasta, what was it? Terra's landing zones. No problem, chill. Um. Oh yeah, Terra will likely be the last system we get in our region of space. Why? Because Terra is just so dang complicated. There might be upwards of 6 landing zones alone just on Terra Prime. That's crazy. Even Hurston's not that heavily, developed. Right. Oops. Hey, guys, I'm gonna be right. Yeah, Tomato's perfect for that. He has groups that you know he doesn't discourage PvP. A lot of people have accused him of that, and it's really stupid. But he understands legitimate piracy, which is totally different from, you know, griefing. There's a big difference. Shimpasta will tell you the same. There's pirates, and then there's the scum of the earth that are griefers. Totally different setup there. Totally different group of people. You have griefers over here, and then you have pirates and everybody else over there. There's a big difference. I'll be right back, chat. I'm going to be gone maybe a minute, but I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. Sorry I had to step away, chat. To get some water. Sorry about stepping away. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Whew. Pirates give a sense of danger and urgency to the verse. I see that. Yep. Yeah. Hey, free for all of bad guys. That's fun. I wish somebody would go in there snorkeling to see them all go after each other. That'd be fun. Uh, Scuba dive with sharks. Literally. Not even joking. Like, of course, people want to have their heads bit off, their where their brain is stored bitten off. Of course. That's funny, shit pasta. That's fun. That is good, though. That's a good one. I will admit. Mm. Ew. Mm. Oh, dear Lord, I'm tired. You want to know what the temperature is right now, guys, where I live? In my room, it's a nice, crisp, and clean, like 40 degrees, maybe, or 50 or 60. My nose is itchy right now, I can tell you that. Nice temperature outside tonight. Very nice. Okay. Oh, right. Kind of cool. Let's see. Let's see. It is. What's 61 and raining outside. 61 degrees. Really nice right now outside. Sleeping weather outside. It's actually pretty nice outside. I can hear the crickets chirping and the rain falling outside. Real relaxing. It really is. It's nice weather. Nowhere near hot. Oh, you have a hurricane coming in. Are you on the East Coast, Bears? You on the East Coast? Hey, Halcyon, what's up, man? Hurricane, get out of here with that crap, man. We don't need to go for a swim in the ocean. Or worse. Batten down the. Hold on. Yar, batten down the hatches, mateys. We be going for a ride. My best pirate impersonation, yes. I'm sorry, world. I literally made people glare at me through a computer screen. Are you ready, kids? Yes, we are, Captain. I wasn't glaring. I could see it through the glare of your glass eye. You're in Florida. Oh man. You poor friend. You're gonna go for. Oh. Did you buy hurricane shutters and stuff or materials for it? Cause that stuff's gonna get expensive in the lead up to it. Not that I know how it really goes down there, but I know stuff, supplies and provisions go really through the roof. Definitely not fun, that's for sure. Hmm. Is it supposed to go to your east or west? Do you know? I know based on certain tracks, those storms can be either worse or better. Yeah, they basically come with houses. Oh, the hurricane missed. Me too. We will hold out the hope, our friend. Back to the briny deep with ye. Sorry, world. No. And depending on how much rain you've had that year, it may be a godsend instead, right? Be gone! Be gone back to the briny with ye. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to be funny because honestly, I'm probably gonna anger my viewers. Why are you talking like a 19th century sailor, Bob? Right? Yeah. Now, before we started this conversation, we were talking about the building interiors. I'm hopeful we get something about that news too. When was the last time we saw that, chat? The building interior, the work. There's a good question. It might have been either SitCon or something. Let's look at... I want to see if I can find it. I know it's been a while. ETU and me. Okay. Perfect. Might be. Just have to look, I guess. So we'll figure it out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it was in an Inside Star Citizen, maybe? How am I not able to see? Well, that's weird. See you later, Bears. You have a good night. Did I mess up my screen again? There we go. Okay. We're good. Never mind. 07, man. There we go. They've been talking about this a lot too. Armor Bearer. This came out. Let's rewatch this, chat.
We want the universe to feel
This is
diverse.
3 years
We're
ago.
trying to build-
Yet I've been hearing a lot. Remember, hey, Shimpasta, they've been talking a lot about the utilitarian armors recently in sprint reports. Remember?
worlds that have multiple communities, right? And we want the universe to feel like there's so many things out there, so many things that are unknown.
So the plan for the character team as far as new PU assets, we are making a much stronger push towards new armors. So all that said, let's look at some of the armors we've been working on.
My favorite is going to be the heat suit, because it's the first of its kind where it mainly focuses on fabric.
This is not a modular armor, so the silhouette of it can be quite different because it doesn't have to mix and match like other armors do. So we could go with a much different, larger kind of silhouette that shows that there's a lot of protection on this armor from the very high heat surrounding.
We had one version that did
Now, this might actually be used for exploring smog planets that are hot.
didn't make it to the final, but it's really cool. We had one where it had vents where if the suit would overheat too much, the players would push a button or something and just steam would just come out. It's a cool idea. However, the rule of cool doesn't always work. We also want the armors and clothing to look like they serve that purpose of whatever that function is. The players have to feel really good when they wear it, mentally and also visually. They're
Yes,
like, "Oh,
they
that's
will,
exactly what I wanna wear. I feel
Shimpasta.
proud to be
Armor
wearing
will
this."
matter. Well
I've,
said.
Played too many games where I was playing a support or utility.
Very well said.
And I got stuck in some really crappy looking, lame outfit.
Oh
I
my.
think the one that I'm most happy about of this particular group is the Grey Cat one.
Your real armor.
It was nice to go and approach like a utility armor and say, no, this gun's gonna look cool. You could actually rock this thing and it's gonna look nice.
We had several kickoffs before we even concepted this armor. When we were given the manufacturer Grey Cat, we were like, well, what is something that's already existing in the Star Citizen universe that we can reference off of? And the multi-tool was a godsend for us because we pretty much took a lot of those design cues, added additional references. The concept artist went and spent about a week just gathering references. We married the two together.
The armor archetypes that were introduced at CitizenCon 2 years ago have been a really big help for us on the art side of things. It's given us the direction for really to inform what we want to see visually on our armors. So when we know what an armor's best at, what is its, we can help visualize that in our actual concept.
Duster
So if an
armor
is gonna
again.
be for mining, we can show that there's function on the armor, that it can gather resources better. It definitely has been good with us to collaborate with design and also with narrative very early in the process, so that before we put pen to paper, we have direction and we are all aligned on what we're going to be making.
Most of the time, it starts off with design. Design will look at the overall game and be like, hey, this functionality does not exist, or this armor does not exist, and we need this type of armor. They will then run that through narrative and also double check with the design directors to make sure that that is in line with what we want to build in the game. And then once they have a general consensus of like this is the type of armor that we like, or this is the type of clothing that we would like, then they would contact us, and the design team will then implement it into the game, and then the writing team will write those pretty blurbs in our game that explains all the lore.
So the RS Heavy, this one is much more bulky and armored, but it still shares the same design language that you see in the RS. The
Okay, this is the
a lot of wrapped cloth.
Remind me what
areas,
this is again?
This is still getting that very
Novikov?
tactical sort of vibe.
No,
something
not
like
the
SWAT officer
Novikov,
mixes.
darn it. Which one
Similarly,
is
with the
this?
variants, you can see we carried over the variants that you see before. So the Arctic Ops, the Black Ops, and also the Fallout versions. And
Artemis.
similarly, they
No,
have
it's the
full
heavy
helmet
armor,
fronts
the
as well.
bulkier.
So we get the
There it
GA
is.
changes as well.
Oh
as
yeah. This armor. This armor. I think I know this armor. Heavy spectacles. Oh yeah, this armor. Yeah. Hang on, let me double check the name. Or Star Citizen. What set are you? Is it the Artemix? No, it's not the Artemix. It is, and I'm gonna say what it is. Hang on, as soon as I find it. It is. I don't want to say. Where is it? Morzov. Morzov armor. It's the Morzov armor, dude. That's what it is. That's why it looks so familiar. I use this stuff a lot. Morzov armor. Right. It's good armor. Morzov is great looking. It actually is one of the better looking armor sets in the game to me. It's not the best, but it is definitely one of the better looking armor sets. And I can confidently tell you that. Okay. So we're going to continue.
material variants. So this
Here's
armor here,
your
we don't actually
Artemix.
have an official name for it yet. So the armor. This is the armor that has no name for now. Hopefully, by the time it comes out, we've solved that problem. One thing that is unique about it, it is a modular armor. However, there are pieces of geometry like the breathing hose or cowl here that normally would not work with our modular system.
There is one thing that the character team we have talked about before in previous panels and stuff, and which is Theta Geo, where if we pair 2 or more items together, a very unique geo would then be added on. So visually, they would look the best.
Basically, this is geometry that only turns on when all the necessary pieces are there. So when the torso is there and when this helmet is there, then you see the breathing tube appear and also the cowl. So this is something we'd like to feature on other armors going forward where needed. So it allows us to push silhouettes and forms that are more unique while still working with our modular system. So I think for players to be able to
Oh. Yeah. Person. I've never seen some of these colors. Chat, look at this. Original, First and Imperial Security, Arctic Security, Military Security, Urban, and Shadow Security. These are going to be interesting if we get all these colors. I like this purple, blue, and black color. That's really awesome for a color scheme.
have a character that they can modify and create a look that they really are excited about. I think it's very important. I think that, and also when you're talking about an entire player base, you know, it doesn't have to be for everybody, right? The point is that there's a large variety, and we're only going to continue to add to that. The challenge is that there are very specific rules when you have armor that has to be cut up in exactly a certain way. Like there are volumes we have to stick by with. This has to be there, this has to be here. And so things don't clip. The challenge is that if you think about dozens and dozens and dozens of armors all, you know, holding that rule set to be true, how do you create unique silhouettes then? Because they all have to mix match. So that's one of the things we are looking into with some of the tech we're pushing right now, where certain pieces of geometry only turn on when those specific pieces are connected. And in addition, we are going to make some armors like the heat suit where it is bespoke. It isn't swappable just because it has a very, very unique silhouette, and we wanted to keep that. So those might be more the exception, but we do have room for that stuff as well. So, but yeah, being able to customize your character in a game is very important. So that's something we're only going to be offering more choices, not less. So.
With the new archetypes first mentioned at CitizenCon 2949, leading to a new design and feature-driven pipeline for armor creation over the last year, the future of Star Citizen's character defense has never been brighter or more versatile. But up next, the upcoming Alpha 314 is scheduled to bring with it the addition of Stanton's new...
So, that's Armor Bearer. That was it on the armor segment from 2021. And we know for a fact there's obviously more stuff that they produced since then. Let's see. Sting Operator, Scorpius, Labors of Hercules. Grey Camp Mining Armor, Old Camp New Tricks, Lot of Plan of Gatak. Okay, Dynamic Range, Starfighter Agreement. The last time we saw anything on Nyx was August 26th. Editorial Territorial. It's really unusual. Maybe. Nick. Did they mention anything else about? Sorry, I'm looking for more armor. These box. Here's where they really started working on pyro. Armor. I want armor. Oh, keep slipping in my chair. That's not armor. Night. Finding the North Star. So the last sprint report that they probably did 150 was last year. I don't think they ever did a sprint report this year. Did they? Did they ever do a sprint report? Rear design. We're in fourth quarter now. Okay, last year. CitizenCon. That came out November 11th. Back. Cleveland. Very puzzled. Patch dispatch 323. Pause and clause. Okay. So here's the beginning of 2024. It's quarter one. I don't think we ever had last train to CitizenCon. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there was no sprint report this year. So quarter three. Let's see when the next what do you call it? The next Inside Star Citizen. So the last one was a month prior. The next one, the first one was November the 11th. So that's the case from 10/5. Ow. So from 10/5 to 11/9. 5. 10/5 to 11/9. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. 5 weeks, technically. So it'll be 4 to 5 weeks from now for the next ISC after CitizenCon. So we have 9/19. So that'd be It'll be either the 24th or October the 31st for Halloween. Chat. Hear me? It'll be either that or October the 31st, a Halloween inside Star Citizen, which would be really, really weird. Because I don't think they're going to do that. Well, they might, but doesn't seem likely. No, not really. Five. Ow. What is today? Sunday or Monday? Today is Sunday. Brain hurts. So we have 4 weeks till Citizen Con. Well, not even that. We don't have 4 weeks. We have like 3. And then it's the week up. Jesus, I just kicked my foot. I'm awake now. Holy cow, that hurts. Move my foot the wrong way. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Monday for you. Welcome, welcome, Halcyon. How are you? Oh, Jesus, I just kicked my foot so hard it hurt. Ow. Jeez. That was not fun, chat. I think that's the first thing you've said tonight so far. Literally just kicked my foot so darn hard it hurts. Not fun. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here too. 11:05. So here in 50 minutes, it'll be midnight. It's a nice... It's 59 degrees outside, buddy. 59. Can't beat that, really. I'm enjoying this weather. Feels good to me. Absolutely crazy. I friggin' kicked my foot and it hurt. So, what I was doing, chat, a little bit ago was charting. You know, how long it's been since they've talked about certain features, you know, that we've seen in the monthly reports. I think the latest monthly report was for August. I don't think we're going to get the September monthly report until Wednesday. Well, let's look at Historics. Historics here. I don't think we're going to get the monthly report for September this month until sometime in the middle of October, closer to CitizenCon, and they may wait till post CitizenCon to post it, which I'm okay with. You know, let's view Comlinks. The PU monthly report was posted for August 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, when was this posted? Usually it's posted. Darn it. That was posted 2 weeks ago. So this was 3 months ago. This week in Star Citizen, September 3rd. So they posted the monthly report for September or August. Sorry. Yeah, let's see here. It was posted September 4th. So they do a monthly report just before CitizenCon, but still a big enough gap. When would that be? So that was September 4th. It'll be October 2nd. Well over 3 weeks, 16 days out from CitizenCon. They might go ahead and post the September report because it's over half a month till. What do you think, Halcyon? If you're there, you think they might post it since it's going to be October 2nd? They might hold on to it, is all I'm saying. Roadmap Roundup was 4 days ago, September 18th. Yeah, we might get it in 2 weeks. Yeah. We'll have to see. Which would be October 2nd. Just before my birthday, October 6th. So, when did I start streaming, by the way? Proactively. Hmm. I may or may not be right. What do you think, chat? You think we might get a surprise monthly report, 16 days, the second out from CitizenCon? I wonder if we will. Did we last year? There's a good question. When was CitizenCon last year? Scroll all the way back. It's November, right? Scroll all the way back. It's July of this year. I am very curious about this. Okay. Inside Star System, April. Lunar New Year, February. Roadmap Roundup. Monthly report for January. Well, so that's IAE. Here we go. October 22nd. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. We're on October 23rd. I think it's a little further back. Here's the monthly report for September. When was this posted? Yeah. So that's where we need to be. September 2023. Monthly report. As soon as that pops up. Sorry I'm so dead set on this, chat. I'm just curious when our next monthly report will be, because November 23rd. Wait. It'll be in October. October 6th. I was right. It will be October 2nd. Wait, what? When were they going to have CitizenCon? Yeah, I don't believe that. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? You think it might be October 2nd this year? We get some actual numbers? Maybe? Or am I probably just going crazy? I don't think I'm nuts. I just think, you know, there's something to it. You know, it's just. Who's over on YouTube tonight? Really late tonight. Figured I'd ask. Ah. So it looks like October 2nd will be our next update. Maybe the next week, but I doubt it. Unless they're going to lump it all into one big kerfuffle of an update. Hmm. I'm going to have to stand up for a bit. My leg is actually cool. Be right back. Okay. Why? Really? Didn't know that. Darn it. Here we go. He's now. I do wonder if we're going to see more on that. Oh, that's why I was even on this page. Dear Lord. Go back. The monthly report mentions the utility and something armor, doesn't it? Yeah. Not the squadron report, but the August report. Let me show you, chat. It's going to be tech content or something. Let's see. Features, building blocks, no. I'm having to yeah. Somewhere in here. Either in here or those is just interactables, locations, mission design, narrative. Ow. All right, that's interesting. I don't think it's this month's monthly report. Nose is just going to town tonight. Ooh. They mentioned a couple of armors and stuff being worked. You know, in a monthly report. It may have been last month, which would have been... Oh, dear Lord. I don't even remember. Damn it. Let me see. Monthly report, roadmap roundup. That's May. Not what I want. Want July. July monthly report. There's June. Look at the June one real quick. Information, Copian. There it is. 3 specialist armors. So in June, they started talking about it. They progressed on the 3 specialist armors, finalized on the utility right here. They also are exploring new designs and complete handoffs for it. So, okay, that was in June. So after that, we go to the August, and look at the July monthly report. And of course, everyone, this is subject to change, so mind. Was there a July monthly report? Monthly report July. There it is. That's what I want. Okay. Really, really short. That's the Squadron July report. That's the Squadron monthly report. Okay. So we got the August one, right? So we need the July. There it is. So, July monthly report. They progress with specialist armors. Okay. So they're still working on those armors. So this is 2 months they've been talking about, right? 2 months. They've been talking about the specialist armor. Very interesting. What do you guys think these armors are? Variations of armors we already have, or maybe something new? Could be something new. It might be. At this point, I don't think we know enough about what they're working on to assume. I'm really hoping they're new armor. That way, we'll just have to wait and see, like everyone else, what we get, don't get, whatever. Could be anything. I haven't seen a bunch of people. That's okay. Hmm. All right. I am probably going to have to, unfortunately, after all this, probably call it a night. Getting near midnight. I have to get some sleep. Well, I'm going to be on for a few more minutes, maybe. We'll see. Huh. CitizenCon to me this year could be interesting. You know, there's a lot of pitfalls that can happen by guessing what will happen during it. So I'm not even going to assume anything. I'm just going to say expect to be surprised, you know, by whatever they show off. Hopefully good, you know. Because we all know that we hate bad surprises. Sure, a lot of you understand what I'm getting at with that. Terrible surprises, not great. Hmm. Hmm. There is arm sword on it. Sorry I'm being so quiet, chat. Okay. There's somebody I hope's doing okay. Hey! Hey, Squirrel Lord, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, you kind of caught me at the tail end of mine. How are you tonight? It's been quiet for a little bit. I didn't know what to do with myself except tough it out, you know? I was doing some research, some research on some stuff. What was it? We have some armors we don't know much about coming. They were worked on in June and July, probably August too, according to the monthly report. I'm really hoping. Let's see if the August report mentions it. Yeah, no worries. Um, there it is. Utility and special. So they are still working. So they're still working on it. The two armors, utility and specialist. This has been in the list for 3 months now. Very interesting. Hmm. So. Let me know when you're back, Squirrel. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh crap. Man. Let me know when you come back, Squirrel. Uh, all right. Okay. If you're back, Squirrel, I'd like to really know. Sorry. Yeah. Here in about 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna have to. Okay. Hmm. Anyways. Greetings. How are you? Mootkin. It's going okay. How are you, Mootkins? Normally, you're catching me at a rare time. I'm up rather late tonight, you know? Normally, I'm not up this late, but, well, where I live, but I'm doing great. It's, Citizen Con, it's hard to sleep. You're hoping things are going good, but, right? How's your night going, Moot? College assignments. That sounds familiar. Want to know why? I'm getting signed up for my spring semester, buddy. I wish. Oh my God, I wish. I wish I was going to CitizenCon this year. It's so expensive. Oh my. I mean, I would love going to CitizenCon this year. But unfortunately, funds are pretty tight, you know, and unfortunately, I don't have any way of getting over there. I do plan on doing a special 48-hour stream starting from when it starts airing till the following night after with a bunch of fellow streamers. So we're going to have to see how that works. You know? I might have to take a day off break from streaming to run a test stream to see if that works. You know, if my equipment can handle it. So how long have you been a backer, Mootkins? Middle of the night? More than likely. Yeah, well, I'm going to be putting up a screen that says on break. You know, I'm going to pin it at least to YouTube, and I'm going to pin it, you know, to multiple channels that I'm in, telling people sleep time. That way people aren't like, hey, where is he? Why is this a dead channel? Right? Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we've all slept since then, haven't we, Mootkins? We've all slept since then, yeah. It's good to see chat lively again. For almost an hour, I had nobody in here talking to me. So it's getting kind of boring. I really wish. Scratch that 2013. So you're an OG. Dude, you're an OG. Dang, bro. You're OG. I started in late 2019. I wish I was a OG backer. You guys got some very nice goodies back then that nobody else can get. So I'm super jealous. You know? I mean, dude. You don't want them to know that. Well, let's be real. It ain't their business. So you're old enough to play now, so why should it matter, right? Right? That's how I feel. You're in your senior year of college. Nicely done. Very nicely done. It's awesome. Yeah, isn't it amazing? When we started back in this game, things like, what was it? What came out in 2013? A lot of stuff's changed. The PlayStation 4 wasn't even thought of yet, right? PS4? Nope, didn't exist. Wait, did it? Hold on. Let's see. PlayStation 4. When did the PS4 come out? Yeah. It didn't start selling till after CitizenCon of 2013. Wow. That's crazy. We have already, this game, yeah. And now, Star Citizen has basically outlived its main rival, Elite Dangerous. As much as I loved that game, I hated what Frontier Development did to Elite. Frontier Development pretty much killed Elite Dangerous with Odyssey, or, yeah, you know what I mean, right? The way they did it. The way they did it to Elite made me so mad. It could have been so much better. You know? Yeah, it did. It felt like such a carbon copy. You know, a cookie cutter approach. Right? It didn't even feel like Elite. It felt like New Skin Citizen or whatever. Yeah. Really. Right, but it's basically a dying horse. You know, compared to what it was and is. True. I just wish Frontier Development wasn't as scummy as they are. We talk often about our community, but man, FE took those poor folks for a ride. Right? Yeah. And yeah, I agree. They've been having a few small patches here and there to keep people happy. But what they want, obviously, is new blood. You know, new blood in the game. Fresh monies. I hate saying it like that, but, and it's lame, you know? Yeah, neither have I. It's just not worth it. I spent over 600 hours in Elite Dangerous, guys. 600. To me, it hurt more to play it as a ghost of its former self then to play, you know, it hurt. Really hurt seeing what they did to them. I do not blame you one bit, Mootkins. Tell you what. Oh, driving home from work now. Man. No worries, squirrel. Just talking, you know, it's midnight now for me. I'm probably going to be on a few more minutes, you know. It's been an interesting night. Put it there. Anyways. Oh, you have Mondays and Tuesdays off? Yeah. I know. It's not your fault. Hey, man. Man's got to work. Man's got to work. Yeah, I think you might be on to something, Mootkins. And as much as I would like to say, you know, saying you're absolutely right and get into that discussion, you know, I mean, I agree with you, but unfortunately I can't say much more than that because you know how the powers that be are on Twitch and other places. They'll dock you if you say anything you know what, right? I hate it. Can't even talk your mind. But, you know, I get why, but yeah. What can you do? Even when it's about games, we're not allowed to talk our opinion, you know? Stupid. But hey, I'll play nice. I'll play nice. Oh, I understand, Squirrel Lord. It can. Yes, it can. That area of the country, yes. Totally understand. Your safety is paramount, my friend. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Before I forget, Mootkins, how what degree are you pursuing in college? If you don't mind me asking, if you're still there. I was curious. I'm about to go back into school. Hey, no worries, man. I appreciate it. I'll also post my other channels. I'm on Twitch, software engineering. I'm going into computer programming myself. I am AO96 on Kick. Rumble is Axis 0096 lowercase x. Axis 0096 all lowercase on Twitch, and of course, you know, YouTube. So JavaScript will be fun. Yep. That's going to be fun. And I appreciate you for stopping in, guys. Really. I do appreciate. Yeah, it can be. Hey, Retro Gamer, what's up, man? Man, you're up late. Web design and development. Smart, right. Very smart. Web development and stuff. Yeah, good point. Really, that's cool. That is funny, I'll admit. I agree with you. Nate. Lol. Hey, no worries. Ain't no worries, guys. Hmm. Hmm. Well, yeah. Hmm. All right. Oh, oh, sorry, Squirrel. I'm getting tired too, honestly. This stream is almost 4 hours long. So it's past midnight for me. I'm barely keeping my eyelids open. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ship off here in a minute. I hate it. You too. You guys have a great night, Mootkins and Squirrel Lord. I will catch you on the flip side, guys. And to everyone else who tuned in tonight, I appreciate it. You all have a good one. I'm going to raid somebody on Twitch. Let's see who's up. Streaming. Let's find somebody to send you guys on over to. Let's go with Saber Fox. Later, guys. 07